This week's tech segment is all about suspension, and there's probably nobody better to talk to than our friends from Autolign, the suspension and steering specialists. They're wholesalers of brands like Bilstein, Tyne, Monroe, Dobie Sport and Autolign. So come on in and meet my mate Chris. Right, now these are the Dobie Sport range. Right, now we've got these in initial legs and we've got these in Rosie, which we bought last season.
This is called a progressive rate spring. They wind the coil slightly closer together to offer you a couple of benefits. You get a lot of comfort out of this, and it also helps you retain the spring in the spring seat, as opposed to a linear rate spring designed to give you a constant spring rate. Monroe shock absorbers are a heavy duty, what we call a reflex valving system. For street use, probably the best bang for buck. As you can see here, all shock absorbers pump oil to control the oscillation of your spring, and the faster it goes, the more froth, what we call cavitation, is caused. And what it does is essentially pump air. You lose control of the vehicle after a period of time. We've pressurised the shock absorber, pumping air in. Right. What they usually use is nitrogen gas. It performs a lot better. Cavitation has disappeared.
Let's talk about Autolign. What's it made of?
It's a polyurethane that's resistant to oil and heat. It also allows a full range of movement when it's combined with the steel components. Autolign offer a number of different products that help control your wheel alignment angles. This one here actually controls the caster angle.
We're going to head downstairs and see how our mate John puts together a Bilstein shock.
We've got Daniel here, taking apart the Bilstein suspension for the Import X project car. He's compressing it down to compress the gas, compress the top down to expose a circlip which holds it all together. Once the circlip's removed, we lower the bottom ram down slowly and carefully, allowing the oil to be removed from the shock. We've now got the piston shaft removed safely, which exposes the internal gas piston, and also the piston shaft with the controlling shims, which is the key part of the shock which controls the ride. Okay, what we've got here now are the internals of the Bilstein. The aperture there controls oil flow, and these are the shims, and the thickness and diameter of the shim dictates the rate of the shock. We then feed the whole assembly through a sleeve into the gassing head. We then put the gas piston into the gassing head, place it on top of the empty Bilstein body. We charge the shock with a gas pressure. We then move the bottom ram up, and this captures the gas in the shock. We compress it to a level, and then we fill it with Bilstein's mineral-based oil. We fit the first and last circlip. And that's your shock rebuilt with fresh oil, fresh shims, for whatever application you wish.
And dyno testing the rebuilt shock ensures that they are all within 5% tolerance of each other for a perfectly balanced ride.